Hey, yo, it's 48 Sharks. And yeah, I posted one video just kind of, updating you guys. I am okay. I am not dead. And somebody keeps calling me Batman. I don't know why you keep calling me Batman. I don't know where that came from. Maybe the voice that I do when I'm reading Dexter. I don't know. Um, but I just want to talk about death real quick and pets, I guess. I've been really despondent for. I mean, it feels like it happened in March this year, but it was actually March last year. So it's almost been 2 years since I had to put down my cat and my dog. Now, my cat has been in some of my videos and is in a lot of my Instagram photos. Her name was Shadow, and she was called Shadow because she would always follow me. She was like my shadow. And one of my sister's friends had her, and her original name was Chevy, like Chevrolet, because her coat had like a C on it. But when I took her, new ownership, new name. So I named her Shadow because again she would follow me everywhere. And a year or two later, when I met my most current ex, she was from Miami and she found this dog in Miami, and her original name was, I want to say, Ruby? No, Scarlet. I think her name was Scarlet. I think it was Scarlet. And she's a dachshund, a Dachshund dachshund. But she had a double dapple gene, which meant that she was half deaf and half blind. So when my ex and I, when we started living together, we brought Scarlet, and then because again ownership, we renamed her, and her name was Stella Bella. And God, I miss those fucking animals. And so they didn't get along, my cat and my dog. Like they really didn't. Shadow was chill because she was older, and Stella was like the younger sister that was like half blind, half deaf because of the double apple. And yeah, we had to like put up a gate. Like Stella would snap. And one day, I don't know, I spent like one day, 1 month. I spent like a month over at down in Miami with my ex, and I lived at her house where she was living at the time. And when me and her came back, the Shadow and Stella were fine. They were like best friends. And it's so cool because later on, over time, Shadow was like Stella's big sister, like the mom. Like Stella would come in my room, and she would lay in the middle of my bed, like right next to Shadow, and she would like army crawl towards Shadow, and Shadow would groom Stella. Shadow would lick Stella, lick her head, lick her cheeks, lick her coat, and she was just like such like a mom to Stella. So 15 years later, pretty much some shit like that. Shadow was not doing good. You could tell she was becoming very thin. And I want to end this as like a happy story, so I'm not going to get too graphic, but she was thin. Her hair was always high because, just to give her more warmth. And I did everything I possibly could. I took her to the vet. I gave her pills. I gave her medications. I gave her shots. But that was it. And I didn't want to see her suffer anymore. So we had to put her down. And literally the next month, that was in March, like around my birthday like almost 2 years ago. Literally a month later in April, around the same time, Stella started not doing really good at all. And kind of like when you're like grandparents or people who've been married a very long time, when one of them dies, the other one just gets so depressed they cannot They literally cannot live without them. And that's what happened to Stella, I think. Stella couldn't figure out where Shadow went, couldn't understand why she was gone, but just knew she was gone. And Stella really took that hard. And then, like incontinence, and Stella just started going down the same route. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like there's so many ways to die or whatever, but like there is, man. And God, it breaks my heart that it was one in March and then one in April. Like, I don't know. Stella had to have died because Shadow died and she just couldn't take it, I imagine, unless it was just a fluke and it just happened. But yeah, so that's I've been really out of making videos for the last apparently 2 years because I have no sense of fucking time. But I am trying to make videos again, and I am getting back there for you guys. You cannot grieve forever. You can feel shit, but grieving is a process, and processes end. Processes do not exist forever. And I will say, check out my paintings on my wall. Some dope shit. So my sister, I love you, Emily. My fucking sister, dude, bought me all this paint shit back here. Oh my God, all that. And I've always been wanting to paint, and she bought it for me at such a perfect time. It was so cathartic to just, again, to get all these paintings out. And you just gotta find your own way to deal with shit and to handle loss. I've had so much loss, and you can't just tell somebody deal with it, and you can't just say, oh, do this, or oh, go paint. You gotta go through the fucking motions, man. Like, death is not difficult. It is beyond. And you gotta learn how to deal with what's beyond. You gotta deal with the what's after. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. This is where I've been dealing with depression and just, again, the loss of my fucking babies. I have posted some new pictures of my new cat, Miles. Literally, his name is, I have not changed his name. His name, when I adopted him, was Miles Meowington Esquire, attorney at law. And you can tell that I did not make that up, because if I made it up, I would have said attorney at claw. But it's not claw, it's law. But still, my cat's my fucking lawyer now. Miles. And Miles, of all people, holy shit. That's one of my friends that also died a couple years ago. And I just wish I could fucking talk to him. But, death is a thing, man. Death is a thing. And it takes as long as it takes you. If it takes you a long time, it's going to take you a long time. Fuck it. Because then you're over it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get over a death or a tragedy or something traumatic, because you got over it. That's the whole point, is that you got over it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You got over it. You fucking got over it. Hey, kid. You fucking got over it. And now you're listening to me talking about my fucking cats and my dog and Suka the mink. You gotta do something. He's doing it. He's doing it. Oh my God. I wonder if he's swimming or if he's running. Fucking